threaten dives. Gnar can also be a big lane bully up towards the top side of the map. So I guess the more I look at it, it feels like Vitality have just tried to get as many strong laners as possible. Now, obviously, the Gnar Renekton debate is a very contentious one. But either way, I think that what we're seeing here is Vitality have just tried to draft themselves not only comfort, but also a way in which they can just dominate during the laning phase.
We're going to have to see how it works out as we get into our final game of day one here in week 2. Fnatic versus Vitality.
No. Play matchup where he's just taking very favorable trades against the mini Gnar, and he's able to get this lane prio as well. And Upset and Hylissang just got to lane first. They got into the brush and they were able to get this push. So I think that the fact that they have so much control should have given Selfmade the opportunity to set up for an invade. He chose not to do it.
Oh, Bwipo going for the solo kill, the immediate flash out, the TFT emote.
That is not good for Vitality. That is not good at all. Bwipo, he had a rough week last week, definitely redeeming himself here in week 2.
So not only is he going to get most likely... Okay, moving in. Chains, Niski, no cleanse. Spear's going to land. Nice. Big damage now coming in. Skeens has a follow-up with the flash out to safety. Meanwhile, Selfmade in the bot lane not getting a whole lot done. Is going to use all but comp. No defensive tools available. Hylissang going to activate the E here. Maybe a bit of a misclick as now they're pulling back in. LeBron flashing out to safety to heal the damage. Just barely he's living. No! Hylissang going to take it in the end. I won't say it was clean, but at the end of the day, Fnatic get the kill.
Yeah, they certainly do. And I want to see what the decision-making there was from Lebrov, because he chose to re-engage. And I wonder if... he tried to...
and very generous of Bwipo to basically say, I'll give up my lane advantage to snowball you, or he'll eat this entire wave, and then I think it'll feel pretty.
Can we have a quick look at top wave observers? Let's have a quick look at what... yeah, that's perfect. All right, so that wave is definitely going to be lost to the tower, but you can see the amount of time. I want to see... Yes, Renekton's going to reset. He's probably going to get back in time to catch some of it, but... most of it will be lost, and as you rightly said, he was able to catch that wave at the very least. The CS gap is going to close, but Bwipo should still feel happy because the gold advantage gained for Upset is going to be pretty significant as the flash comes through.
Big stun, LeBron still just level 5, going to try to move through, but misses the Zenith Blade. Skenov's on the way in, but will not connect on the spear, and Fnatic winning out across the board. 2K gold lead 8 minutes into the game. And Thaddeus, we want to know what version of Fnatic we are going to see this week, and this is one that we have not...
An opportunity just arose, but he hasn't gone top, he hasn't gone mid. Instead, everyone's been playing for him. They have been trying to enable Selfmade as much as possible in the early game, and look at what that is resulting in.
Yep, it's past that point now. He no longer just needs to power farm as CC's coming in. The follow-up CC there from Hylissang too as he pops the bond. Sajenda running for his life, and Bwipo going to grab that kill there. So again, the lead further snowballing as Lebrov going to try to just get a little bit of vision back in exchange. Not a good trade overall.
Look at this. They know that Drake is spawning, but they don't care about it. Instead, they're going to funnel as many plates as possible, you know, into Selfmade, right? This Olaf is just going to continue to snowball. Of course, the Renekton's going to get some gold as well, but this is a more than worthwhile trade for Fnatic. And I just really want to highlight again how, like, Fnatic's playstyle is optimal for what the meta currently is, which is funneling resources into your jungler, the roaming support style that helps cover Fnatic. And look, Hylissang is helping his mid push out that wave right now. It's not Selfmade. It's a joy to watch Fnatic, and I think it's a big step in the right direction, especially compared to what we saw last week.
Definitely a good look. And hard to be critical, right? In a game that is this much one-sided. And I think for Vitality, they will look back at this game, and they won't look now. They won't look at minute 8. They will look at minutes 1 through 5 to figure out where things went wrong. Because at this point,
now we're seeing so many more teams here in Europe successfully do that. And like we saw it from Rogue, we're seeing it now from Fnatic. And to me, this is super exciting because I think it's really hard to do, but if you do it well, it can be very effective.
Yeah, that said, what Hylissang is doing here is unclear.
Yeah.
Giving hope to Vitality. Now remember that if someone hits the pink ward, you do not have to fight them to the death, despite any appearances otherwise. So Hylissang not clear if that's a communication error, not clear if the team had called that they were...
Oh, that was a mistake from Hilly. We know it was. We could see Niski was mid. His AD carry was taking attack. It was a pleasure. We're going to leave now. Please, please take all that bot side river.
Hylissang gonna go in. Not questionably, there's really no punish.
They didn't contest them at all. They really just... I mean, I admit that Fnatic did just reset.
Well, there we go. Big damage. Comp gets one shot. My God. Oh, and the shockwave to follow up. LeBron now going to be in trouble, but Sajenda comes in. He's trying to turn it. Maybe that's going to be enough. Big damage, though. Selfmade to the backside. That's the beneficiary of so much gold, but the chains have been attached. He's still unstoppable. Gore Drinker is still a little bit too strong, and Melitza has to run for the hills. It's going to take 3 dashes for him to get out to safety. Had to use the...
...in the best place for them to look for a pick. Look to try and punish Fnatic, but they conceded all that control, and then Fnatic said, you know what? If you're not going to fight us, we're going to fight you. And then they just dive in the mid lane, they get that pick, and they're going to get themselves the Drake.
Thaddeus, it looked really good until the two champions who got hit by that Gnar ultimate had Gore Drinker and Sterix before 20 minutes. And then reality hit, and reality hit hard. Now, still able to find opportunities. Hillsang, of course, going down again. Is Bubba's run for the hills. Maybe Sajena can get some more damage here. Bubba's actually going to be in trouble. He should drop here. TP coming in.
Yeah.
That's one. Skeens is here as well. This could be a massive turn because that's the Ori. That's the follow-up. That's the knockup. But no matter how strong the Olaf is, Niski isn't. And that's going to be big money onto Skeens.
Okay. Right. Vitality. They're able to find a couple of poorly made plays by Fnatic. Okay, let's have a look back first at this fight. So again, coming out from the Olaf, he does not care about the towers, and Fnatic walk away with 2 quick kills.
And it's brutal. And the good news is Nidalee now has the Oblivion Orb. She has the
That's the good news.
I mean, at least it's something. At least you got 800 gold from that play so you could buy it. Because normally when you're this far behind, if you have to delay your build to go for healing reduction, you're just putting yourself further into the hole. So it's something, Thaddeus.
Yeah, and they did get those 2 picks in the bot lane. And I will admit, so, you know, we said how the Gnar between Gnar and Renekton
being resolved in front of our eyes, clearly. Very
Is
heated.
it?
Wow. The Poke Mage is getting absolutely blasted by the Assassin here. As Upset does a ton of damage. Meanwhile, in the fight, mid lane, we've got a fight. If we go full screen on the bigger fight here as Melita gets run down, that's going to be 1. That's going to be 2. The dash over the wall, but he still gets shot. Meanwhile, Whippo going to absolute town, trying to dash through. Sajenda on the run because Selfmade is just about unkillable. Skeens now has to run for the hills as well. The axe lands. There's a dissonance there to speed him up if he needs it. That's the double kill for the Orianna, and a little bit of vengeance there for Niski.
Oh my god, Selfmade's even standing over his corpse and just emoting him. Fnatic got themselves an ace at 22 minutes into the game. This has been an absolute slaughter and a definitely much needed sight for many Fnatic fans. After it was a rough week 1, they have come into week 2 looking dominant. So let's have a look back at this replay. We can see that Fnatic just kind of setting up some vision control around the Baron, and Whippo's like, hey, yeah, I'm down to fight. He engages onto the tank Leona. Really great stun onto the Orianna. Oh, but a good
be the death sentence for Vitality. That said, it is, all things considered, relatively early in the game. So Fnatic have to be really willing to dive or split the map to find greater advantages, or catch LeBron. As he's going to dash out to safety, pulled back immediately by the ultimate. Now maybe the follow-up from Sajena, though. He needs to stack this rage if he wants to keep this going. But with the Olaf ult down this early, maybe they can turn. That's the Sterix. Gore Drinker trying to heal up just a little bit more. The rest of the team now moving in. Hillsang fishing for the stun. Melitza's still running. Ball going in, but that's upset on the backside with Buppo there as well. A massive flank. Mega Gnar, the knockback, though. Maybe, just maybe, Sajena can live. The dash forward with the Stride Breaker. The knockout to safety, canceling the stun from Hillsang. He's holding on, but still bad news for Vitality.
Wow. Fnatic of assassins that they have on this team as they all just dive onto the backline.
Yeah.
Very well played from them, and they really are just throwing their wallet in the face of Vitality right now. 10k gold is the advantage. With the Baron buff running out in about a minute's time, they should be able to, at the very least, knock on the doors of these inhibitor towers.
Make it rain, Fnatic. Make it rain. Vitality holding on as best they can. Lebrov, I think, mostly just trying to kill the creeps here, knowing he's not really going to have a chance to kill the champion. Sajena coming in, though, can lay down a little bit more damage, try to clear this one out. But in the meantime, Upset taking down this bottom tier 2. Bad news for Vitality is they're going to have to commit more members to get less done, which means that if they overcommit to any single play, Fnatic can probably get some bigger objective back in response, especially as we are now 12 seconds, 10 seconds, and counting away from this Infernal Drake, which will put Fnatic on Infernal Soul Point.
It's that awkward spot for Fnatic where they're so far ahead that, like, they have to wait another, like, 2.5 minutes before they can end the game. It's, yeah, it's a difficult situation for Vitality to be in, and, like, it also showcases how influential the draft can be, and when you give some of these people some of these power picks, how dominant they can be on a 10 of the 14 kills. But we could be in some trouble now, though, or it's that whole who's trapped in with who sort of situation, you know?
TP coming in. Niski, of course, has the Banshees, which is going to block that Leona, which is massive, but that's only going to be one connected. Now we got to keep our eyes on the Olaf. Raid boss, can they take him down? No, they're not ready for the Mythic Raid, baby! Comp backing off. Sajena now trying to chase, maybe, just maybe they can down Selfmade, but here comes Hillsang. Maybe he can get something done. No, the shutdown is massive, but now Upset coming in, gonna get the Gale Force to come out and finish off that kill. Melita has to run for the hills. Sajena as well, praying he can turn Mini as fast as humanly possible. for that extra little bit of movement speed. But Fnatic still, despite everything, despite the opportunities found by Vitality.
I do find it quite funny that both Whippo and Selfmade have the identical build. It's literally exactly the same, you know. Top jungle synergy, trying to come in clutch. Selfmade now, 1 versus 3.
Also has the Gargoyle Stone plate now, which is also going to offer another amazingly large shield. But that said, healing reduction.
That is not worth, good sir. That is a 45-second death time with the Baron spawning in 30 seconds. Vitality. If you're going to sell, now
they've held. They've held.
They have held because they had significantly more money. Now they're hard to kill because they've spent that significantly large amount of money on stats that make them very difficult to kill.
Oh, and that's bad timing for Sagenda. Has to leap out to safety. Whippo immediately in the midst of the entire team. The CC, the follow-up. Now, Selfmade running through the entire lineup. LeBlanc has been taken down. Melitza keeping the chains on, but not going to be able to stop him. The flash forward from Hylissang, getting the follow-up there on the mount-up and the double kill for Upset in the end. Skeens and Sagenda got to run because Upset is very strong. The flash forward, the W, going to get the opportunity to go in there. Huh. All right. Well, at least it looked cool. Ghost gold in there for Sagenda. Probably wasn't going to have another opportunity to use it, so might as well throw out the stopwatch then. And Fnatic going to go for a victory lap.
Selfmade saying they can end. The rest of Fnatic is saying, no, we can't. We don't have enough of a minion wave. So they're going to go get themselves the Infernal Soul. They can also maybe do the Baron at the same time. Hilly can do the Drake. They're going to take everything. And it's just a matter of time now for Fnatic.
Yes, it is. It felt like it was a matter of time at minute 15, and it is most certainly even more so now with Infernal Soul and the Baron as well. And credit to Vitality for punishing, I think.
Really?
Hold on. Let's see how this fight works out. Whippo in the midst of an entire team. Niski still in the area as well. Skeens goes gold, and maybe they can get something done, but here comes Comp on the backside trying to finish off Whippo. Overall, though, Niski, Sagenda now coming in. They're shutting down a few of these Baron buffs. Infernal Soul's still going to be a problem, but they've going to deny at least a little bit of time from this Baron. Maybe Fnatic get over aggressive here.
All I'm going to say is if I was Selfmade, I would be pinging the Medjais in Niski's inventory right now, and I would be saying, that's not very gold efficient, is it, Niski?
Wholesome team environment as LeBron almost gets one shot, and the follow-up axe is going to be there as we get a little bit of emo BM before Selfmade.
Oh, Zaya's backing in the bush, by the way.
No. Okay, they're going to try to find the stun. Sidestep and ult from Whippo comes in. Hylissang going to look for the setup. The Whippo-Hylissang duo. Legendary hardcore engage bros. Going to dash in, not going to find the CC. Sagenda pulling back. They're going to get nib, but not a wave quite yet.
Okay,
and they're holding, folks. Yeah. What to say in summary of this game?
What are you doing? Yeah, so you know Brand, just you can't play.
He can't walk into the river. You can't. It's against the rules.
It literally puts him out. It's like you just can't play.
It's not on fire anymore.
Yeah, not on fire. However, Zach, that's a little tricky one. Is he really liquid? Who knows?
The non-Newtonian fluid as Whippo dives into the backside, and LeBron just going to get absolutely one-shot. Hylissang pulling the rest of the team in. Sagenda sees his opportunity. The three-man, he's going back, but Melitza and Skeens are running for the hills. They do not want to sacrifice what little KDA they have left on the back of that Gnar play as the thumbs up come out, and the Fnatic victory is now assured. It was 99.9%, but now it is at 100 as Fnatic are going to end the game soonish.
Anytime now. There they go. Fnatic will secure themselves another win. Great start to the week for Fnatic. We already talked